1, 2, 3. Greetings and salutations.
The universe is just doomed.
Hi, welcome. I'm here. I swear. It's Tessa.
And it's Nicole, and I'm here too.
Hi. Kim's here.
Kim's here. We didn't think about who's Kim.
I'm in the corner. She's in the corner.
Oh, she's in the corner.
Your baby. We put her in the corner. We do, Johnny. We put her in the corner.
So, we are talking about, of course,
obviously,
Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing 1987.
Ooh, it's a good one.
Yes, it's hot outside. It's hot in here.
I know, we're going to be sweating like Johnny Castle by the end of this. Got to have the air conditioner off.
Look at what we go through. Johnny Castle in here.
Look at what we go through for you.
I know, it's small room times. We're back inside because it's too hot.
And I have a surprise. Instead of Doom Biz in the beginning, we're going to move Doom Biz to the end.
It was a surprise even to me.
Because I get tired of saying the same thing over and over again, and I want to get to
the action.
We do the intro, we say what movie, and then I go, wait, stop.
We got to stop and do the thing.
And then get back into it. So I think, just something to wrap it up at the end.
That's true.
So if you want to know the Doom business, it'll be at the end now.
Right? Stay tuned. Stay tuned if you're not aware of it already.
Unless you're the $10 patron level. And then your shout outs will go in the beginning.
Oh,
still.
yeah, of course.
So anything like that, anything special like that, we'll
cash
still
money.
Do in the beginning.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
For sure.
That will happen. But I'm ready to have the time of my life.
Actually,
that's not the first one. That's not the first one, though, because I was all excited.
Be my little baby.
I was in.
Yep.
I was in. Everybody was dancing. I was dancing. Everybody was dancing.
And I feel like I saw this movie when I was like 9.
I was little.
I did not know what was happening in the abortion scene.
Nope. I had
She
no
was just
clue.
sick.
She was sick, yeah. She has a tummy ache.
I had no clue.
Even though they explicitly say she's knocked up.
Knocked up, but I didn't know what that meant.
Well, I can't remember if I saw it on VHS or if I saw it. I feel like the same aunt that showed me Crybaby showed me Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, I don't know. It could have been, I had babysitters in their 20s, so it could have been that, or it could have just been my parents did not care what I rented at the store. Like,
they were dancing.
Yeah, it's a dancing movie.
I mean, they were dancing dirty.
They were.
They were indeed.
It said it in the closed captions in case you
said it
sure.
there when we saw it earlier.
It was
they made
identified.
sure that we knew that they were dirty dancing.
So our cast.
Well, the late great Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze as Johnny Castle. Jennifer Grey. Oh,
with
yeah.
that, I mean, Johnny Castle.
Come on now.
So
good.
And Miss Jennifer Grey as Frances Baby Houseman. And that was, I guess, the writer whose name escapes me right now. But this was her.
Oh, this is based on her story.
Is like Bergstein. Yeah, Eleanor Bergstein, right? Yeah, she's the one. I guess that was her nickname.
Was Eleanor
Baby.
Okay.
She was Eleanor Baby until she was like 20 something. They called her
I feel
Baby.
like this. She probably was Baby for a while,
right? I'm sure. Cynthia Rhodes, Penny Johnson, Jerry Orbach, Dr. Jake Houseman, Kelly Bishop as Marjorie Houseman, and Jane Bruckner as Lisa
Houseman.
Lisa,
such a square.
Oh, poor tragic Lisa.
Jack Weston as Max Kellerman.
Oh, that was all the ones I had. So if you
Lonnie Price as Neil Kellerman.
Oh,
and I have Wayne Knight as Stan.
Yes.
Because I told you I want to make a video.
I know.
We'll get to that part. We got to make a big deal out of it so that I can record a video and it's got audio to go with it. So yes,
funny.
now we Be My Little Baby
Yes!
into the movie.
Take me fucking dancing.
Be my baby now.
Take me to the fucking dance camp. I want to learn the merengue.
I know. I didn't even know. I mean, I knew it was a thing from the time I was a kid because of this movie, but I never in my whole life knew of any family summer camp retreats.
This is supposed to be what did I thought? I swore I wrote it down somewhere what year this was. 1963.
I would say before JFK was shot.
Right. Before that was, she was about to go into the Peace Corps. She was still daddy's little girl.
And Big Girls Don't Cry
Yes,
plays over
they
the
go
introduction to the family.
Pull up to Kellerman's and this car.
Nice.
And like Lisa is already out of control.
You can already tell she's the difficult one because she's upset she didn't bring more shoes.
Right, like the coral shoes. It would have gone with the.
But you brought 10 pairs.
I know,
but not
like
the coral
settle
ones.
down, Lisa.
And meanwhile, baby's over there being daddy's little girl, his little pet. Like,
I
she's
know,
just like
she's
him.
so perfect.
She's gonna join the Peace Corps.
She's
gonna
gonna change the world.
Yep.
Yeah, and like isn't he already kind of pointing out boys? Like, is this not where? Or no, not yet. Not until they bring Neil around.
Right. Yeah. But Wayne Knight's already down there announcing activities.
Right.
He's like dinosaur rides. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he's like, head down to the dock, bring the DNA.
And you discover that they're there because Dr. Houseman is Max Kellerman's doctor.
Right. So that's why they're all close.
And
throughout
he's like,
whole
this
thing.
you're my guest. You got the best
Everything.
cabin, anything you
Nothing
want.
but the best for the Housemans,
That's
baby.
right. And then you meet is it Billy?
Oh, well,
Johnny's
this
cousin
is first
comes
they go
to get the
merengue
luggage.
class with Penny.
Well, no, just to get the luggage.
Oh,
She meets
that's
him right
right.
off the bat and
That's
has
true.
a little. And Billy thought he was getting that girl.
Oh, I know.
Poor Billy.
Poor Billy. Poor Billy.
He
You could
didn't
see
not
at the end he kind of
deserve
was like,
it. Yeah.
So what's up, Lisa?
He was nice. Yeah, totally. I think I have a note about that where he's like, well, hey.
Well, when your cousin is Johnny Castle,
I mean, it's got to happen to him all the time,
I'm
right?
sure it does.
Every time.
Billy probably killed him eventually. Like he murdered his cousin because he was tired.
So yeah, then they go to the family dance lessons led by Penny.
Right, the merengue class. And she used to be a rockette. And with those legs,
Hell yeah.
I believe it. She's in Staying Alive.
Okay.
Also.
Yeah.
She's also in that movie. But yeah, like, and now it's like later on that night, baby goes out.
She goes to
after
the main
dusk.
house to
The
look
main
around.
house, yeah. You hear like a faint piano playing, like in like the time of my life already
Yes.
is like weaving throughout.
And she happens across Max lecturing the staff about giving the daughters a good time.
Right, even the dogs. All the daughters.
Yeah.
Even the dogs. She's like, wow, that's okay.
And Johnny walks in. Oh, if it isn't the entertainment staff. And you go right off the bat, you know, the entertainment staff is not the
Right.
same as the wait staff.
Right, but the entertainment staff is clearly the ones you want to hang
Oh,
with.
yeah.
Because Robbie is a fucking dick.
And then he's like, and the boss like dance with the daughters, but that's it.
That's it.
That's where it ends.
You just dance
Keep your
with
hands
them.
off. And it's like, what do you think Vivian's paying for?
I know.
If he keeps his hands off her, she's going to be
She's
an
not a
unhappy
daughter.
customer. She ain't. That's true. She ain't a daughter.
That's why that bitch complained.
She's like, excuse me.
Excuse me, that was my personal dick.
My
that I've
husband
been
is paying you
for.
good money for me to get railed by this young man.
Right. By this young man. Bring him to my cabin.
Yes.
I pay
On a
for dance
silver
lessons
platter.
and dick.
And
That's what DD stands for.
yes.
That's what the dirty dancing is. That's the dancing he has to do with Miss Vivian Pressman.
And baby should have known right off the bat because she hears this fucking shit stained waiter
Oh,
Robbie
fucking Robbie.
talking shit to Johnny and being a fucking asshole.
I know, but Johnny is like clearly a badass, right? He's got his shades on.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
all, you gonna eat
Little
that?
jacket thrown over his
Fucking-
shoulder.
Yeah, he's all super cool.
What does he tell him? Put a pickle on everyone's plate and leave the hard stuff to me.
Yeah. Fuck you,
Fuck you,
Robbie.
Robbie.
Fuck you. So anyway, later the Housemans they go to dinner.
Yes,
Is it
and
whatever?
Robbie's eyeing Lisa.
Right,
You can tell
he's
right
a
off the
waiter.
bat. Yeah.
He's in med school. He's going to
Yale
med
Medical School.
Oh, he's a Yaley. Is he a Yaley?
And that's when Max introduces his grandson Neil, who goes to
Oh.
hotel management school.
Oh, great! Here comes. Oh, here's my other daughter, baby.
Oh, yep.
She's gonna change the world, and Lisa, She's into decorating.
Yeah, that's all he says.
Well, no, that's what Baby says.
That's what she says.
She's like,
decorating.
She's also trying to kind of not hype her sister. Like, she's kind of shading her sister. Like,
Little bit.
yeah, she's into decorating. I'm going into the Peace Corps.
And she's into decorating.
She wants to, like, do drapes.
Ugh.
So
they start dancing. Neil dances with Baby. Max is dancing with the band. And they make it really clear that Baby can't dance by making sure she's like stepping on toes.
Right.
The small children nearby can dance better than her.
Oh, obviously.
They're like
everybody. I don't know why they brought this girl to dance camp.
I
mean,
don't think
to
it's
teach her
supposed to
how?
be dance camp. It's supposed to be all kinds of things. That's just what we focus on in this movie.
I
They're
guess
doing all
so.
sorts of activities.
Well,
just
like
what
they
she
have
got
a whole
into.
specific.
A lot of dance classes.
Right,
Yeah.
like they have a whole specific staff that I guess we didn't get to see the game staff. Maybe that was a whole different movie.
Oh, I wonder what class they are. If
Dirty
they're-
gaming?
If they're above or below the wait
Dirty
staff.
croquet. Dirty serving.
Where do they fall?
Where do they what else do they do at Kellerman's?
Yes. And then the real entertainment begins when Penny and Johnny take the floor.
Yes, they come in like bop 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 bop
Mambo.
bop 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 bop
Tearing it the fuck up. And fucking
Yeah.
Neil over there. This isn't going to sell lessons. Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
it is. I want to dance like that.
I don't.
Shit.
I don't want to see him dance with a grandma first. Show me
No.
what you could do with another
Right?
professional.
I want to get this good.
Yes, I want to be in a Penny and Johnny sandwich
Hell
right now.
Yes.
That part later where they're teaching her to dance.
I know. I was like, fuck, dude, that's weird.
Yep. I'll get me in there. I'll get
Get
in
me
there.
in there.
I'll get in there.
Get me in there. I'll get in there.
I'll get in that sandwich. And they're getting a little dirty already. Dusty dancing. Not quite dirty yet.
Dusty dancing.
It's not quite dirty.
There is nothing dusty about these
That's
dances.
true.
She is
Those
throwing
are-
those like
Legs, yeah.
legs, just
up in the
legs
air.
everywhere.
Hell
Fucking
yeah.
legs all over the goddamn place. Like she got 8 of them. She's an octopus,
Yep.
but you only see 2 at a
I
time.
only see 2 at a time. So Neil asks Baby to go help him get the game started, and she ends up being sawn in half in a magic show or whatever.
Yeah, she's
and gets
thrilled.
a chicken as her prize, a live chicken,
Wayne Knight hands her a chicken.
which she's supposed to do what with at summer camp. You never saw that chicken again.
No, I don't know what happened to the
What did
chicken.
happen
They
to
ate
the
it.
chicken. That's the mystery.
What happened to the chicken? Now I want to know what happened with the chicken. What was the game staff doing, and what happened to that chicken? I'm making a list.
We've got plot holes here.
We've got some serious, glaring.
It's important stuff.
This is important stuff. I need someone on this now.
But Baby bails on all this nonsense, and
Of course,
she
she's like,
goes.
"Fuck this."
She goes off on her own, and she comes across the staff quarters.
Oh, hey, what's going on over here?
And she sees Billy again carrying some watermelons.
Yeah, so she's like, "Oh, what's up? Let me,
She wants to help, and he's like, "Yeah, but you can't come up here. No
right?
guests
Like
allowed.
you're not allowed." He's like, "But
If you can keep a secret,
if you can keep a secret, because your dad will kill me and I'll get fired. Like, you can't, whatever. So if you can keep a secret, you can come up here
and you can
help
carry
me."
one of these big ass watermelons."
Right? She carries the watermelon.
And now the real dirty dancing begins.
Do you love me? Everyone's
you
grinding
love
up
me?
on each other. Ooh,
Yeah,
they're like, there's all
and
this
she's just like
gesticulating.
jaw on the floor.
I
like,
know. She's like, oh shit.
Where did they learn to do that?
She's feeling things.
Billy's like, in the basements
yeah,
back
they're
home.
doing it in
Like,
the basements back home. I don't know. Like she's going through the crowd. She's getting looks. All the dance people.
And
And
then
like,
she spots Johnny and Penny dancing.
well, they arrive and
Yeah.
onto the floor, like just
Yes.
immediately. They're like the king and queen. And I want to go to this party.
right?
I want to go to this party.
And Billy tells Baby they're not actually a couple. Did
Right.
know
You think
that?
they're a couple.
And she's like, what?
They're not? Well, that's
The
interesting.
hell you say.
See, this is why Billy.
This is where your mistake. You should have
This
just
is
let
your
her fucking
mistake,
believe
Billy,
it.
right? Just
Why would
keep
you
it to
even
yourself.
say
Why
that?
did you bring it up, Billy? She didn't ask.
She didn't ask. She would have
was
just
watching them
assumed.
dance. Just let her believe it, Billy. Yes.
But Penny would have died from a back alley abortion if he let her believe that, though, because she wouldn't have had nothing more
well,
to do
no,
with them
she
after
wouldn't
that.
even have gotten the back alley abortion because Baby got her the money.
Yeah, she wouldn't have got the money. She would have just had a baby.
See,
Oh,
see,
had to
this
go
would
that
have
way.
gone very differently.
Well, that not if she had dated
This
Billy
is
though.
Billy's fault.
If she dated Billy though, she would have been
Oh,
around.
Yeah, she might have known.
And it's his cousin's, but they all grew up together. I bet she still would have done
That's
it.
true. That's true. She's gonna change the world.
Because at that point, she wasn't all. I mean, she was crushing on Johnny when she did that, but they weren't together when she got that
No.
money. So
That's true.
She would have done it for
I
a
guess
friend.
so. I guess you're right.
I suppose.
I was trying to pin this on Billy, but I guess that's not correct.
And so baby's over here getting moist in her knickers, watching this dance, and she's starting to bob her
Right, in
head
her
like,
bloomers.
woo, yeah. And then Johnny spots her.
Right? He comes up with that finger.
Oh.
Well,
First
just-
he's like, "Hey, cuz, what is she doing
Right.
here?"
And she's like, I carried a watermelon.
He's
like, she's with me. She came here with me.
And she's immediately like, "No, I just carried a watermelon."
Right. She's like, oh my God, I carried a watermelon.
But then, so yeah, he dances off, and then he comes back with that
like,
finger, like, "Come here,"
Come on.
and trying to get her to move her
Like he's
hips.
all
She's
rolled
so
them hips.
stiff.
And she's like, okay.
And my note here is, "Oh Jesus Christ! Of course she fell in love."
I
Like,
know.
I barely just met you, sir. You got your hands all. You got your hands up on my hips.
When I dip, you dip, we dip. Yes.
Right off the bat.
I got your hand up on my hip.
Mm-hmm.
When I dip, you dip, we
We
dip.
dip.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's trying to get her to dip.
I don't blame her.
Mm.
He's like throwing her
I
around like a
know.
rag
Like
doll.
she's getting,
just fucking,
she finally gets it. Like when she's doing that thing at the end, all that little toe tapping. She's got the tippy tappy.
And she's
toes.
all into
She's
it, and then he just like
ooh. She's got
just-
the zoomies.
just leaves her with blue balls on the dance floor. He just like, "Oh, you like that? Bye."
She's got blue bloomers.
blue bloomers.
Bloomers.
Yeah, that was mean, Johnny. That's like
She-
love bombing someone or whatever.
I know.
Like you can't just be all like that
You
on a
knew
girl
what
and
you
toss
were
her around like a
doing.
rag doll and then be like, "Bye."
You awaken
Walk
things,
away.
and baby,
French exit after that.
right? And just left.
Yeah.
She was
Bye.
she was toe tapping.
And my note for the next day on the beach is there's a wig class.
Yes. Okay.
Hello,
well,
yes,
this makes
please.
sense.
Is it for the talent show or
No, this makes sense because if they are predominantly Jewish guests, there's a certain percentage of married Jewish women that once they get married, they wear wigs to cover their hair.
Were they predominantly Jewish? Was that something they said?
Kellerman's, Houseman, I don't know, fucking
Oh.
Pressman.
Never even occurred to me.
I mean, I don't know. It just makes sense for what that is, because that's what I'm assuming that is.
Yeah, I don't
If
know. I
it's for
just
their
thought it was
Jewish
just
guests.
look fun wig
Because
class
they're all
or
trying on
something.
wigs. Like
yeah.
that's what they do. There's a whole.
I
there's
thought
a-
it was weird that they never then wore the wigs after that.
Well,
like,
yeah, they didn't, but like that, they might have been.
And I don't think their
Other
mom wore
grown
one
women
either.
had been shopping for wigs because some people, like when Bo, and when they come back and they're doing the Kabbalah and
Bo
Ab
Chrysalis?
Fab, yeah, and she takes that wig off, Babs's wig.
Yes.
That's what she's doing.
Ah, okay.
That's what she's
I
doing.
did not know this.
Yeah, so if that's a thing at Kellerman's, then that's what that's for.
Okay.
Because that's the only thing I could think of.
So yeah, Penny's instructing this class, and fucking Robbie comes up.
She's got eyes on Robbie. She's like,
and you can tell something's up. She's
something's
giving
up there.
them shit, fucking like side eye.
right,
And Lisa's asking Baby to cover for her tonight because
Mm-hmm.
she's gonna go meet with Robbie.
right, and like, she's kind of, do you really want to
Really?
though?
Well, but I don't know. I don't know if she's. I don't know. Maybe she gave a shit.
I don't know.
I have no
she
idea.
didn't really like. She didn't discourage her.
Right.
I don't think Lisa would have listened to anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't think she was like, oh, like I feel like it was kind of, oh, cool. You're
Yeah.
gonna go hang out with Robbie. Nice. Yeah. Hopefully nothing comes of that.
And she asked Penny if she was really a rockette and tells her
You're a great
she
dancer.
envies her. And she's like, yeah, my mom kicked me out when I was 16. Like,
right? So I've been
you
dancing
envy
ever
me.
since.
Sure.
It's like, yeah. Oh,
Bye.
yeah. That's the kind of thing you want to tell somebody that just tells you that their mom kicked him out at 16. I envy
And I've been
you.
dancing ever since.
Right. Like, oh, how nice. Thanks, baby.
Grass is always greener.
I guess. She's such a baby.
Yeah, she's
She's such a baby. So Penny takes off. She's like, bye.
So that night, Johnny's giving dance lessons to an older lady.
Oh, the resident cougar, Vivian Pressman.
Baby's over there looking sad
She's
with
a
her
bungalow
parents
bunny.
watching. Yes, and finds out that's Vivian the bungalow bunny.
Kellerman's just spilling the tea everywhere.
Well, because
He's
this is
like,
his doctor.
I
They're
know.
like
I mean,
buds.
I guess. Like,
He's not telling all the guests this.
I bet he
just
was
his-
dying. I bet he
Yeah.
was just dying to find
He's
someone
like,
to
I
fucking
gotta
tell everybody about
this.
Miss Vivian Pressman. He's like, I got stories about Miss Vivian Pressman.
Because so a bungalow bunny is women who stay all week alone and their husbands only come on the weekend.
Yep.
So that's
you
the other
knows what
entertainment
get
they
up
pay
to,
for.
right? They also get dirty dancing lessons, like I said.
And then Neil comes in wanting to know where Penny is. People are asking for her.
Right. And he's like, Johnny says she needs a break.
As long as it's not an all-night break.
Right? And he's like, come on, baby, let's take a walk.
Oh, he's coming on strong. You know, I'm
Yeah,
the
he
catch
is.
of the county. Shut up.
I love the way your hair's blowing in the breeze. I'm like, shut up.
And then she sees like Lisa running away in the bushes, getting her fucking clothes back on, trying to
Right?
escape Robbie.
I know.
So like so you overheard him talking shit.
Yeah.
You just saw what almost happened to your sister narrowly escaped a date rape just now.
Right.
So how much more evidence are
I
we going to
know.
need to know that Robbie's an asshole?
Well, I mean, but really though, with the way that their relationship seemed to be, is Lisa even going to listen? Lisa's not going to listen to her.
True.
She could try.
And
I
Neil,
guess.
sorry you had to see that. Sometimes in this world you see things you don't want to see. What is he, 19?
Shut up, Neil.
Fucking
Shut
shut
up.
Neil. Nobody wants to talk to you.
God.
But he wants to know, are you hungry? And they go to the kitchen
Oh
and she
yeah,
can
you
get
can have
anything.
anything you want. Anything you want.
Like
Anything
what?
you
A
want.
big jar of pickles? What?
Yeah,
Are you going to
fucking
cook?
want in here? Yeah, what are you going to make?
It's all like jarred, giant, economy size tins.
Do you
and
want a
things,
giant
like,
tin of pudding, baby? Can I interest
Can I
you?
interest you in pudding?
Can I interest you? And I'll get like
Wait.
the key.
How many dollars worth of pudding?
$240
Worth of pudding.
Oh yeah,
That's what I would have told him.
yeah. I want $240.
I can eat anything.
worth of-
$240
$240 worth of pudding.
And
I'll
I'll
just
rub
be
my
over here
butt on
minding my
it.
own. I'll just be over here minding my own until you bring it to me. Oh, girl, you're looking so right. You're looking so right tonight.
That's how he should have hit on baby.
See,
Would have been more
he
successful.
fucking struck out. If he had that too, he had the money. He had to have the pudding.
Yep. So she sees Penny hiding in the kitchen crying, so she diverts Neil's attention, gets him out of there.
She gets rid of him and she helps her out.
She goes and gets Billy to come, and he tells Johnny, and they all go back together.
Right. She's like, why is she here? And he's like, in case Neil shows up
Like,
again,
yeah, we
then,
need
like, she can
cover.
cover. So, and Billy, she's knocked up, baby.
Just right
like,
off the
shut
bat.
the fuck up.
She
Billy?
didn't need to know that. She could have had the
didn't need to-
flu or something.
This
Like,
is a need to know basis.
her grandma died. Like,
Or
you could have said
something, like,
anything.
any number of things. Or you could have just not said shit.
And then she asked Johnny, what are you going to do about it? And he's like, because, yeah, it's mine. Of course.
Well,
I mean, she does already know they're not a couple, so why was that her first assumption?
that's true.
He already told her they're not together.
Because she saw them dance.
She goes, you can get pregnant like that. I saw you dance. You trying to tell me you can't get pregnant like that?
That's what I learned in school.
So, yeah, he carries her back to the,
Johnny's
carry
here.
me, Patrick.
I know. Scoop me up.
Yes, carry me all the way to
Scoop
my
me
room.
up. Johnny. What?
Oh, he's like, why didn't you come to me? And she's like, I'm not going to take your money. It's not even
he
enough.
offers
Because he's
her
like,
the
I
money,
would have
right.
paid for an
Like, I'll
abortion.
give
And she's
you-
like, no.
No, it's not even
You
enough
don't have money for that.
It's hopeless. Like, I can't even do it. Like, right now, the situation's not going to, whatever. And baby's like, oh, it'll be okay.
You know what, baby? You don't
Yeah.
know shit about my problem.
Right? Go back to your playpen.
Oh, well, but Billy told her. Like, she's going to fucking tell.
Yeah, like, Billy.
And she finds out that it's Robbie the creep that knocked
Right.
her up. And she
And
needs
she's like,
$250 for an
If
abortion.
if that's all you need, Robbie's got the money. Like,
And so this right here, where she's like, "Oh, I know him.
Right.
He'll do the right thing." What about anything you know about this boy you've known for 3 days
right.
and not even really spoken to directly?
I mean, I guess she knows that he would have the money.
I guess, but like
Well,
she
and
said,
then-
he'll do the right thing. Like, what makes you think he'll do the
because
right
that's
thing?
just the term. Like, you use the word like there. She's in trouble,
I guess,
and like you have to do the right thing, and like because your girlfriend's in trouble.
go back to your playpen.
Yeah, go back to your playpen, baby. Because she tells like he knows.
Yeah, like he's not.
He's
He doesn't
fully
give a
aware
fuck.
of what's going
Yeah.
on. He clearly doesn't fucking care.
Yep.
Yeah,
So baby doesn't listen and goes to Robbie in the morning, like
Right.
at work in front of people
baby,
to have this conversation.
baby. Like,
And
well,
he
what
doesn't
are you
even
gonna
believe
do?
it's his because he's like, oh, she probably fucks everybody.
Right? That's what he's like. Nope. He's like, some people don't count.
And he
some
hands
people
her
do.
the fucking
The
fountainhead.
I was like, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it, Robbie.
And I have notes in the margin.
Yeah, so I want that
I'm sorry.
back.
You could
Fuck
read the
you,
Fountainhead,
Robbie.
I guess, like just because you want to know what the fuck is this book about. But if you are taking notes in the margin,
That would have been the thing
Don't.
where I would have said,
Just
Lisa,
Put it down.
Lisa.
He gave me the fountainhead, Lisa.
Lisa. You know what? Let's check out a couple of these notes, Lisa. I'm dying to know what the fuck those said.
Yes. And she, at least at this point, baby's like, you make me sick. Stay away from me.
Yes.
Stay away from my sister, or I'll have you fired, and pours a fucking whole pitcher of water on his crotch.
Pants.
And I was like, all right, okay, baby.
Right?
You win this round.
You win this round, baby.
There's going to be another round with Robbie. There's not. Actually,
there's
not with Robbie anyway.
I hope he eventually gets the clap from Vivian Pressman. Or better yet, he gets her pregnant.
Yeah. Oh, like she's like 50.
I know, but she'd have no problem getting an abortion. Like, it's
No.
not an issue.
She can afford it.
She'd have it flushed out of there by lunchtime.
Yeah.
Be fleshed out, but douched out by dawn.
And so mom and dad are out
Douche
on
by dawn. Douche by dawn.
Mom and dad are out on the golf course when baby comes to dad.
Oh, this
someone
is a
in
bold
trouble.
fucking move,
I need
baby.
$250.
Bold
And in
fucking
what,
move.
1960 something?
63?
$250.
That's a lot of money.
for your 18-year-old daughter.
That she's like, are you
That
in
she
trouble?
won't
She's
tell
like,
you?
no, it's not for me, but I can't tell you what it's for.
Is it illegal?
No, Daddy.
No.
can't.
And he apologized. What a dad.
I know.
I should have never
What
doubted
a
you. Gives her a
stupid
little
thing to
forehead
say. I'm
kiss.
sorry.
Like,
I'll have it by dinner.
hell yeah, dad. Hell yeah.
In this bib shirt he's wearing. Did
I
you
know
see
that was a weird
like,
shirt.
that was a
Is
weird
it like a
shirt.
golf shirt or something?
I don't.
Keep golf balls in there or something?
So I keep it in my pouch. Keep it in my pouch.
It stores golf tees or
Then you
something.
can do the wash thing. You go like this in the run.
So that night it's back to staff quarters and the dancing's back on.
Yep, there she goes, and now she's in jeans.
Oh, yeah.
and that
She-
little
she
French
gets
tank
more and
that
more-
she's wearing.
yeah.
She's got her little arms out. She's got her
Uh-huh.
little jeans on, and she's looking for Penny.
And she gives her the money.
She's like, "Here you go."
From Robbie? No.
No,
You were right about him.
right? She's like, "I can't."
And Johnny, it takes a real saint to ask daddy.
Right.
Yeah, it kind of like takes a lot for some kid to just ask her dad for
and, like-
abortion money for some random woman at the
Right?
fucking
and like
summer
you think
camp.
you went to her, like she went to her dad and said, "Hey, Dad, can I get $250
For this
Penny's
girl's abortion? She would have
Yeah.
just had her dad do the abort. Well, actually, he probably wouldn't have. I don't know. Would he
I
have
don't know,
done an
maybe he
abortion?
would have,
It was
maybe he
It
wouldn't
might
have.
have really. It was probably really illegal. That's why she went to some shitty place.
Well, yeah, I would imagine. I don't
Yeah.
know. I guess that was in the times when
See, you could end up like Penny. That's why we're
I know, that's why-
pro-choice.
we don't
God
want to do
damn it,
shit
you
like
gotta
that
have
because you're
clean
not going to
facilities
reduce
for
the
this.
number of them. You're just
Yes.
going to increase the dead people.
Exactly. So Penny's like not gonna take it, and Johnny's like, "Come on,
Right.
Like, fucking
Well,
take the
after he
money."
said that,
I
like,
know,
if
and
he
then he's like,
wouldn't
"Take
have
the
said that-
money." She would have,
She probably would have just taken the money because she fucking needs it.
but if they cancel their gig next week, they're gonna lose
Oh, yeah,
their
'cause the
fucking.
only time that
that's the only appointment.
The MD can come.
Yep.
Is next Thursday. Next Thursday, they have a thing at the Sheldrake, and it's like a expo or something. Then like,
No one can fill in for her,
right? Everybody works around here. Why? You want to do it?
and she's like,
It
doesn't
was
say
a
nothing?
joke.
Billy's like, "Well, not a bad idea.
She can't even do the merengue.
Penny can lead anybody."
Right. You're a strong partner, Johnny. You could lead anybody.
And then we cut to him trying to teach her to dance.
The mambo, she's terrible.
She is stepping all over his feet in them little white kids.
It's a wipeout.
And we get a whole montage. Her dancing on the bridge,
the
getting a little
bridge.
bit better every
Her shorts
time.
get shorter. Her
Yep.
tanks get tankier.
Her little crops get topper. No,
No, her
tops get
tops get
cropper.
cropper.
Yeah. And Johnny's trying to teach her to feel the
Yeah.
music
Gung.
and has her feel his heart beating.
Gung.
Hungry eyes. Start.
Close your hungry eyes.
Oh, lock your
I
frame.
look at you
Spaghetti
and
arms,
I
spaghetti arms.
fantasize.
This whole, I'm like, yes, Daddy, tell
I
me
know.
what to
Teach
do.
me how to dance.
Command
this is your
me.
dance space. This is my dance space. Let's mingle dance spaces.
And this is where Penny's helping. I put to be in a Penny and Johnny sandwich.
Yes.
Hello, young bisexual Nicole.
Waist.
You have awoken.
Oh, this waist though.
Yes.
This waist. She's so lithe.
Yeah. And so we see her go from the white kids to the heels.
They put them shoes on her, and it's like she's still dropping that goddamn foot.
Yeah.
She putting that goddamn heel down.
I thought you were going to start beatboxing.
Put the heel down.
Oh,
Get
my
your goddamn
God.
heel up.
Oh, boy. And now she's just in like panties and a fucking crop top at this
it's like
point.
she's got the tights pulled over her little underpanties and a little shorn off.
And there's been like no romance other than there's just dancing. He's just teaching her to fucking dance. He's not hitting on her.
I mean,
he is with whether he means to be or not.
Whatever. This whole thing, I guess, were the things from the what do you call it? Like the test with the arm.
Oh, so the iconic armpit takes where he's trying to do that move.
He's like for real annoyed because these were all like the test things
His
where
face,
I'm like, this
so
makes
mad.
me ticklish too.
It does.
You're like all up in there.
That was right through the armpit. Like I would have been. And that's one of the most iconic and adorable scenes. His face and her face. She's so clearly ticklish, and he's so fucking mad about it. Like, how many times did they have to do that?
Their whole relationship. Well, that was the whole thing.
Oh, Patrick Swayze didn't like Jennifer Grey?
I guess he wanted her to be in the movie because of Red Dawn when they had worked together.
Oh, okay, that's right.
He liked her as an actress. But
there was no chemistry.
Was whatever, like kind of up and down and hot and cold. But when I guess the director like made them go back and watch these test things where they thought that they looked good together and they were having great chemistry and whatever. And once they watched it, they're like, all right,
fine,
we can do this. Like whatever.
We get it.
They didn't hate each other, but it was,
she was like, why is he being such a dick to me?
Right. Like like all of that. So, and because she was how old? 20?
She was 24 and he was 36, I think, or 34. 24 and 34 or something like that.
I mean,
they were in their mid-20s and mid-30s.
Yeah, and I don't think she's a professional dancer. Like he was a dancer, like a actual.
I wonder, did he really? I mean, I'm sure there was also like a dance instructor, but like, how much did she just learn from Patrick Swayze while doing those takes? She was a newish actress.
Yeah.
She'd only been in like a couple things before.
Yeah, well, this was the when they had to do the press tour for this. This is the one where they went to Ireland and her and Matthew Broderick got in that car accident.
Oh fuck! I forgot she was in that car for that.
She was the passenger.
So what, for Ferris Bueller they were on a press tour?
No, for this.
Why was she with Matthew Broderick?
Because he was her boyfriend. At the
Oh,
time.
they were dating. Ooh, and then they made Ferris Bueller and she was his sister. That had to be weird. Like, even if they weren't still dating, that has to be a weird dynamic. Like, oh, my ex-boyfriend's my
other people while he was.
Oh, he was dating other people at the same time. Little Matthew
I
Broderick
know.
was
He
a
looks like he's nice.
little
but-
tramp.
Tramp.
You tramp.
Matthew
scamp,
Broderick.
Matthew
You
Broderick.
tramp.
You slut.
Slut. How many times has that ever happened? Has
Right?
anybody ever called Matthew Broderick a slut?
You tell him we said so.
You tell him.
Before we get further in and find out if she learns to dance, it is time for a break because it's getting warm in here.
It's getting hot in here.
Before they take off all their
took
clothes.
off her clothes.
Yeah, we will be right back.
Nicole,
Tessa,
guess what?
what?
The Anchor ad is gone.
I forgot to tell you something.
You're always forgetting stuff.
Anchor turned into Spotify for podcasters.
Oh, what? So they changed it.
Yeah, but all they changed was the name.
Oh, thank goodness.
You can still create, edit, and distribute your podcast from the phone or the computer.
Wait a minute, though. Is this still free?
It is still free.
And
yes. You can make money on Spotify
What?
for podcasters.
No way. They're actually going to pay you for this?
They'll give you an ad. You can get subscriptions to your podcast.
Other people will pay you too?
Can you believe that we get paid to do this?
That's silly.
And if you want to see how easy it is and make some money on the side, go to spotify.com/podcasters.
You should do it. We're doing it. You do it. Everyone should do it.
Tell them Doom Generation sent you.
Yes.
And we're back.
We're back, and it's a rainy day, and it's getting to be a lot.
Practicing in the studio, and he mentions this lift, but it's like,
We'll
learn that later.
We'll do the lift later.
And he's mad that she still sucks.
Right.
He's like,
they're
come on.
arguing. It's like, it's tense.
And he's like, you know what? Then let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. Let's go. So he goes out to his 57 Chevy
Right.
that has the keys locked in it,
And
apparently.
I'm not really sure what this scene, like, because I kept waiting for it to come up later. Like, there needed to be some reason why he had to break his window out, or there was going to be.
Because they had to go right then and there. And his
But I mean,
keys
like,
were in
why
there.
couldn't he just have had his keys? Like, what did we need this scene just to show
Right,
that he
just-
would get a post and break out his own goddamn
Because he's
window to get the
wild.
hell out of here?
He's wild.
What?
You're wild.
So he drives until the rain stops.
Yeah, they go to this real peaceful place that's all beautiful.
And they go to do some balancing on this big log over a stream.
Mm-hmm. And I guess he insisted upon doing that shit and he fell. And he had to get like fluid drained from his knee for like the rest of the time.
Ouch. So yeah, so he's teaching her lifts now. So this is all practice for lifts.
Well, they're doing she wants to know
balancing
how
stuff.
he learned to be a dancer, like where he picked that shit up. And he was like, well, we're all
Some
just
guy
hanging
came
out
into the
doing nothing.
luncheonette.
Yep, they came in there talking about the Arthur Murray dance thing, and he'll teach us to be instructors, and I've been doing it ever since.
He beckons her onto the log.
Hey, baby. Yeah.
And they're dancing on the log.
I want to know.
In Quentin Tarantino's favorite scene.
Yes, with the
So much feet. Just close-ups of the feet.
You little freak.
How did you direct this when you were like 10 years old?
The specter of Quentin Tarantino hangs over every fucking thing.
Every time I see a foot in a movie.
I can't stop thinking about Quentin with them feet. Every time I see a foot, he's not far from my mind.
So he takes her out to this field to practice the lift.
It's not far from my foot.
And she can't do the lift on dry land.
No, so-
she's knocking him down, so they got to get in the water.
Yeah, the best place to practice lifts is in the water.
And so then he's able to lift her, but she keeps like
"Don't break it.
diving into
Don't
the
break it.
fucking water
Don't break
afterwards.
it." Yeah, they seem to like each other. Like they seem like they're having a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, this must have been one of the good days
Must have
that
been.
they were doing all of this because they really seem to be having fun.
Tickling.
Yeah, before the
There's all
tickling,
the-
they filmed this first.
Or they did this afterwards because the tickling was like before they even
Oh,
started
it was the test
filming,
you
I feel
said.
like.
Yeah,
it was like
okay.
test stuff. So who knows? They had gotten over the tickling. The pond stuff was better. Nobody got leeches, I heard.
No, I didn't see a leech in sight.
No, there was no leech scene in this one.
That would have been weird, randomly.
Right. Like
In the middle of fucking
well, I
Dirty
mean, they
Dancing,
had
he
that
gets a
window
leech on his
breaking
dick.
scene. Went, oh, baby, oh shit, baby. He reaches down and faints.
So then it's show day.
Right. It's showtime has arrived, and so has the abortion doctor.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
Penny and Baby.
Penny and Baby run into Mrs. Schumacher with
Right,
all these
the
wallets falling out of her
old-ass
purse.
Schumachers. They're like, oh God, we're on the verge of death, but we thieving.
Right? What are they doing with this money?
I don't know. This is all for the thrill of it.
I guess. That's
Just
what
for
we're
the-
going to do when we're over 80. It'll be
For the
pickpockets.
smell of it. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We're gonna be the Schumachers.
Yeah. Yeah. All shaky, trying to steal the wallet. Like,
We're
ma'am,
gonna get caught over and over again. We'll just be
are you trying to
sweet old
jerk me
ladies.
off? No, I'm trying to take your
No,
wallet.
I'm trying to rob you blind.
And Penny helps Baby get dressed and ready.
And Baby's like, this is all about her. Like this.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
She's not even considering
What
even
she's
for a
about to
second,
go
because
through.
Penny has to say, well, I guess I'm like kind of freaked out about this whole thing that I'm doing later while you guys are fucking gone.
Yeah.
But go ahead, baby.
Yeah.
I'm sad that you're nervous. You'll be fine. I hope
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm not gonna be, but I hope you're good, baby.
Baby hugs her and tells her she'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine, but she won't be fine. I mean, she'll be fine eventually, but
Yes.
not immediately.
So that night, Baby asked Lisa to cover for her so she can go to the Sheldrake
Yes.
to present Mumbo Magic.
Yes. Yay.
She's stiff at first, but she does pretty well.
Yeah, she does okay. I mean, it's pretty dry.
Yeah, it doesn't have
pretty
the
dry.
passion.
With that makeup and the light, she looks
So
like
much
witchy
makeup.
poo. I know. I'm sorry. She do.
I do love the way that dress twirls, though. I want me a twirly
want me a
skirt.
twirly skirt so bad
With pockets.
That was like, oh yes, you gotta have the pockets. Well, not if you're dancing.
No.
But that was always like the measurement. You gotta have a dirty dancing skirt. If you have gonna get a skirt, you need it to do the thing.
Yeah, it's got to do the
Preferably
do the
if you got someone to do the
to
slaps to keep
slap
your
it
skirt
up.
up.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta slap it up.
Slap
You
it
gotta slap it up a little
someone to
bit.
slap
Smack
that
it up
skirt
for a
up.
bit. Rub it down. I know.
So they bail on the lift, though. She doesn't.
Yeah,
he like stops
She
her.
does like the fucking.
Yeah, she does like a weird
Baby,
little
come
goofy
on.
dance to cover
Come
for it.
on.
And they see the fucking Schumachers in the
She's like,
crowd.
oh shit! Oh shit! But they're old. They don't see nothing.
They don't see them.
They're like, is that witchy poo?
They don't recognize her in all that makeup, and Johnny's supposed to be there.
Right?
So
yeah.
what
So
the
it's
fuck
fine.
do they
Like,
care?
I don't know why she's freaking out, but okay.
And so she's changing in the back of the car on the way
Mm-hmm.
back, climbs back over to the front,
Yeah.
And when they get back,
Here
Billy
come
comes running
up, and he's like, "Oh, he did not do a good job. He did real bad.
He had a dirty knife and a folding table, and he didn't even use any ether. And I tried to get in when I heard her screaming.
But
it's like,
I know, like she's in a bad way. Like it's bad.
So baby just immediately runs for her dad.
She runs for dad. Her dad's a doctor. Is there a doctor in the house?
She wakes him up like doctor bag in hand.
Right?
Like, we gotta go.
Yeah, he's like, is it Lisa? She's like, no, I just need you. We gotta go right now. So he comes.
And of course he asks who's responsible for her.
And Johnny says that
it's like he's responsible for her. He's not responsible for that situation.
Right.
But that's how dad takes it, of course.
Right. Well, I mean, he asks, because again, that's what you mean. She's
that's
in
what
trouble.
You mean. Yeah.
Who's responsible? You know, that's how it goes.
Johnny realizes what he's going to think.
I know.
Sure.
Like, that was probably not the thing to say. No. But, you know, whatever. He's responsible for her, I guess.
Yeah. So he takes care of Lisa. And then, of course, he won't even
not
shake.
Lisa. He takes care of Penny. Penny. Lisa did not have an abortion. It was Penny.
She's going to have to if she keeps dating Robbie.
Well, I know. It won't be a problem for them.
No. So he takes care of Penny.
Yes.
And won't shake Johnny's hand when he leaves.
He tries to thank him, like, oh man, that was like, thank you so much. He's like, yeah, nah. And he goes, is this where my money went?
Yeah, you're not the person I thought you were.
And she was like, oh, he's like, you're not going to see any of these people again.
This is it.
I won't tell your mother. Right now I'm going to bed. Wipe that shit off your face. Like.
And what does baby do? She doesn't stay away.
Back to
she
Johnny's.
goes knocking on Johnny's door.
These arms of mine.
Can I come in?
Oh, yeah.
In my white jeans, white shirt, white kids into your dirty ass cabin.
It's so dusty.
I'm so sorry for how my father treated you.
God, he was so mean.
And he's like, no, your dad's great.
Yeah, no, he was like, I could never do anything like that. I'm nothing.
People treat me like nothing because I'm nothing.
You're everything.
Doesn't have
you
to be
own
this
everything.
way. Yes.
Upper lip.
And he's like, man, I never known anyone like you.
I know.
I'm gonna save the world.
Someone's lost, you find him. Someone's bleeding, I go call my daddy.
To guts to go to your dad.
Right? I mean, like, seriously.
Now
though.
he says that?
I know. He was talking shit earlier.
Now that you saw her titties in that white shirt, your
well,
story
he's
fucking
like,
changed.
hold on now. Let's see those.
That wet t-shirt contest you had of one.
So you quit.
But she's not. She's scared of everything.
Right. I'm
She's
scared of everything.
Walking out of this room and never feeling the way I feel right now for the rest of my life.
The way I feel when I'm with you.
Dance with me.
Cry it to me.
Don't you feel I cry? Yes, I do.
I cry. And I'm going to check them cheeks.
And she
them
kissing
dancer
all up on his neck.
Yeah, taking that top off. This is where my son started watching.
Oh, no, you're like, go.
He's like, what's he gonna do to her? What's she doing to him? He goes, look at her. She's going gobble, 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 gobble. She gonna eat him? Is she gonna eat him? She said gobble, 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 gobble. And I was like, what are you talking about?
What the hell?
Apparently, I did not explain what happens clearly enough.
He thinks that they're going to sit on each other's heads and peck each other's eyes out.
Probably. I don't know. They might sit on each other's heads. That's a different decision.
And she has the best, I'm going to presume, losing her virginity story. I don't know. She might not have been a virgin. I have no idea.
Who knows?
But this is the story.
That's
in the rain with Johnny Kessel.
With Johnny Kessel?
Shh. With
Johnny Castles is my jam.
My Jimmy and my jam. Love me some Johnny Castles. And in the morning, the birds are chirping.
Oh, I know.
The lake's looking lovely.
Ooh, everything looks real good after that.
They're having
Poor
breakfast.
Penny almost died. But
yeah,
this is
but who
nice.
cares? Because baby got laid, so it's all
Right,
good.
so it's fine.
And the talent show is announced.
Right.
And Neil's like, "You're gonna be in the show."
Doc's
No,
already
we're
talking
leaving
about,
early.
We're leaving tomorrow. Like, we're not doing any of this. And Lisa's like, I was going to sing in the show.
And the mom too is like, "Why? What do you mean? This is the plan.
Yeah,
Why are we
we're
leaving?"
supposed to stay. There's no reason to leave.
So he's got to stay because he doesn't want to tell anybody the reason.
Nope. He promised to keep it to himself, I guess.
Baby
So-
goes to check on Penny, who's looking leagues better.
Much better. She just missed her father. who was
Yes,
down
which
there.
she about to get herself busted. You're not supposed to be over there.
I know. Like, you could have passed him on the path.
And Johnny comes to check on her, and he gets like a weird look, like
I know. Like, Penny.
awkward.
Penny could tell shit got
Oh,
feral.
yeah, she could
She
tell.
was like, oh, hey, what are you doing?
Uh huh.
Well, this is a bad idea. This is a bad scene, man.
How many times have you told me not to do this?
I know. And I did it, and I got in trouble, and now you're over here with little baby Houseman.
What does he care? He ain't going to be the one knocked up.
Well, that's true.
I didn't see no condoms busting out in that scene.
No, I did not. They did not take it. He did not have a little jar.
Well, he's got rhythm, though.
That's true. That's the method he uses.
I mean, you saw that rhythm. Come on.
That's true. I saw he knows how to move those hips.
So baby's waiting outside on the steps, and Johnny tells her he's got to run for a lesson, but he gives her a little smile
I know,
to let her
she
know
smiles
that
back.
like it's all good.
Cool. It's all
good.
right. It's okay.
So it's raining again. So time for games in the main house.
Right.
And baby says she's gonna go and play charades, but
No,
Is that what we call
no.
fucking Johnny Castle? We
Yes,
playing
that's what we call.
charades?
That's what I call. I call charades.
Have you had many
She's-
women?
It is a charade that she's presenting to the
Yes.
other people that she's going to.
True.
Yeah. Have you had
Many women. Don't ask him this. You don't want to
You
know
don't
the
wanna
answer.
know the fucking answer because the answer that he gives her is like you don't know what it's like.
Yeah, like these women just shoving fucking money at me,
And they like smell real good. And they take real good care of themselves. They wax. They work out.
Oh, I see. You were just using them.
No, that's the other way
They were
around.
using
They're
me.
using me.
And then she's like, "Oh, now I'm really in love."
Oh, I know. Like,
Rich old ladies use you.
I'm here for it.
And she tells him her real name.
Yeah, what's your real name, baby?
Frances.
Frances.
That's a real grown-up name.
Yeah, well, I hope so because
That's an 80-year-old woman's name.
Yes, it is.
That's
a
a
fat
real
girl's name.
grown-up name.
It's a family name. It's a fat girl's name.
And that night, Lisa tells baby she's going all the way with Robbie.
Yeah, he doesn't even know it yet.
And she tries to talk her out of it.
She's like, ooh.
Shouldn't it be with someone you like sort of love?
I know. She's like, no, I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want.
It's like, you don't care about me. She's mad you're not daddy's little girl anymore.
Oh, he looks at me. He listens to me when I talk.
Well, like,
now.
wouldn't her telling you not to fuck the wait staff at this place be helpful to you as far as
Right?
being daddy's little girl? She's not trying to inflict upon your daddy's little
Right.
girl status by
No,
telling you
she's
don't
trying
go
to help
bone this
it.
waiter.
Well, like she's talking about like what the fuck is this whole thing? Like she wants daddy to send him to medical school and they're gonna get married there. And like,
God.
if we come here for our 10-year anniversary, will it be free?
You've
Lisa's
known him
a
for
Fabian.
like 4 days, Fabian.
Lisa's a fucking Fabian. She wants some blueberry pancakes and a slice of cheese. That's what she wants. And Robbie.
Oh, he is the slice of
He's the
cheese.
slice of cheese.
So the next morning, baby's dancing with Johnny again.
Oh, it's the Mickey and Sylvia part.
And she's criticizing his dancing while he's trying to
Can I get some
manhandle her.
tension, please? You're invading my dance space.
Sylvia,
Yes, Mickey.
how do you call your lover boy?
Come here, lover boy.
And if he doesn't answer,
Oh, lover boy.
and if he still doesn't answer,
Well, I simply say, baby.
oh baby,
Yes.
oh, I love this fucking scene. But Neil, cock
Oh,
blocker,
fucking Neil, cock knocker, cock blocker.
interrupts the lesson. Oh, I could give you dance lessons.
learn how to dance, kid?
Yeah, if I want to dance like a stick bug, Neil, I'll fucking let you know.
Come on.
Like you were the stiffest fucking dude.
Seriously.
I could teach you to dance.
I know you can.
The
I've
Charleston.
Been taught. I've been taught, Neil.
You're gonna teach
I've
me
been
to
taught
dirty
hard,
dance.
Neil. I've been taught real hard.
And he wants to talk about the last dance with Johnny, and he gets all
like,
excited
"Oh,
because he wants
shit."
to do something new.
I got ideas.
Johnny's got ideas?
He's like, bop, bop, bop.
No, let's make it the pachanga
I was
this
thinking
year.
instead of the last dance being the mambo, we could do the pachanga.
And Johnny immediately like,
He's like,
right,
oh, fuck, yeah,
great.
sure, cool, sounds good.
Well, if you don't want to do it, find a new guy. And he's like,
Right?
okay, no, I'll
No,
fucking
that's
do it.
good. And he's like, make sure you get the full half hour you're paying for, baby.
Oh, she's getting
She's getting more than that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, Neil. She's getting all that,
And
and
she
more.
ain't paying
She's not.
because her daddy don't know she getting no dance lessons.
Nope. Daddy's not paying for these lessons. She's
paying
learning
him
something that
pussy.
you cannot tell on the dance floor.
Oh, and she's like, why don't you fight and give him new ideas? He's like, bitch, I need this
Do you
fucking
know
job.
how it
I'm
is-
not rich.
Once again, baby, baby, you don't understand how things work. You want to go out and change the world, but like that's not how it is, my girl.
It's either this or he wants to, or his dad wants him to join the house painters union.
Right?
So
The house painters and what was the other
I can't.
thing?
I just wrote house painters union. I don't know if there was another
fuck.
thing.
Oh, and Plasters Union,
Oh,
Local
okay.
170 at your service.
Fight harder, huh? I don't
Oh,
see
yeah.
you fighting so hard. I don't see you running up to daddy saying, I'm your guy.
Yeah,
Which,
because Word.
All right. After
That's
2
fair
nights,
because
all
they
right.
see Robbie and Lisa and Daddy.
Right,
And
all
she
hanging out
hides,
together, and
he's
she
like,
hides. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't believe you are going to tell him, or you have any intention of doing
Nope.
so ever.
Ever.
Storms off.
Yep. You're gonna go. Off you go back to the Peace Corps, whatever the fuck you do.
And baby, of course, goes looking for Johnny at Penny's and finds him.
And she gets caught by Robbie.
Robbie sees them together. Looks like I picked the wrong
You
sister.
fucking asshole.
And Johnny kicks his fucking ass.
Right? Yeah, he sure does.
But
But
if-
he's also, okay, baby, I went slumming too,
Oh.
you fucking dick. Johnny that's exactly right. Johnny kicks his
His
ass.
fucking ass, yeah. But he's not worth that final punch.
Nope, he's not worth it. He's not worth it.
That's like, how many movies is that line in? I feel like
I
that's in
know,
so many
because
movies.
he's like, no one's ever worth it. Like, one of these times, it should just be worth it.
Who is worth it?
What is worth it?
Who is worth it? Like what? You
I don't
punch a
know.
guy you really like in the
I
face
know.
on the
Like, I
final
don't
punch?
understand. Like, if anybody deserves it, fucking Robbie does.
He's worth a fucking hardcore
worth
punch
it?
to the face for sure.
I mean, like, you might hurt your hand. Is
Yeah.
that what he's talking
You don't
about?
need your hand to dance, boy.
That's true.
Just don't kick him.
Well, that's also true. You might
You might
work.
need it for the lift.
He might need it for the lift.
For the lift.
For the lift.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to have the time of your life.
And this night, rehearsing, Lisa singing.
Lisa tragically won a Hulu.
Oh, girl.
Hula hoota hoota hoota.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
it's so bad. Oh,
I
word.
can't, I can't believe no glasses shattered in
Right?
the
They
background of
should've
this
just
scene.
done it.
And baby's just like painting scenery, watching
I'm just
Johnny.
gonna paint the she's carrying a watermelon. She's like, I'm painting some scenery. I don't know shit. And here comes Miss Vivian Pressman pressing up.
And her husband's right there now.
Yep.
He's there for the
Yep.
weekend. She gives him a little smooch and goes right to Johnny.
It's our last weekend, our last night together, lover.
And baby's seeing this, and Johnny's like,
She's like, I got something worked out for us. And she's like,
he's
okay.
like, yeah, I'm busy for the whole weekend. And she's
Right.
pissed.
Right. Well, no, because she says that she's got something figured out. He's like, yeah, whatever. And then
Oh, the
goes-
husband
the
comes up. I got
husband-
extra money.
Right. He's like, I'll be busy with my game. So here's like $100-$200, whatever the fuck he gives him.
Keep her entertained tonight. And it's like, he knows
Mr.
it.
Pressman knows
Mr. Pressman
what the
knows.
fuck is happening.
Mr. Pressman hasn't wanted to fuck her in 20 years. And he's
Nope.
like, fucking make her shut up. Like,
Right?
here,
Shut her up.
$200. Fuck this bitch till she's tired. I got a poker game. I can't.
Till she's
I can't anymore. I can't.
I can't.
Wear her out. It's like you take your kid to run around the park and then take him home for bed. That's Johnny and Vivian. He's taking a runner. He's giving her a
giving her a
run,
run around the
before
park.
bed. Hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, when he turns it down, she's all pissed. But baby
Right.
sees all this happen. And he's like,
She's like, yeah, bitch.
And yeah, Lisa's
That's
still
mine.
"Oh, word," on the stage.
Oh, what?
And she's
Yeah.
decided tonight's the night with Robbie.
Yeah, great, cool.
And so she surprises him and finds him in
Oh.
flagrante with Vivian.
Flagrante.
Oh,
Right? He's like, oh shit.
she went straight to Robbie from Johnny. Come on now.
Whoops.
And baby and Johnny have sex again.
Of course, because you got to get it in there while you can.
And he had a dream
He's having fantasies
that
about
her
being
father
accepted.
accepts him the way he does Robbie. It's so sad.
I know.
Because he's the better guy, clearly.
He's like a grown ass adult. Like, why are you having these kind of fantasies about a teenage girl's dad?
He really likes him.
I guess.
I
I guess. Because I really don't. I mean, like, she'd go home.
Uh-huh.
She's going to go off and live her fucking life. And she's never going to think about that. I mean, like, she'll
We'll
think of it
see.
fondly.
Right.
But that's never, like, she's not taking him home.
We'll find out.
I
No, we
mean,
won't.
Sure.
We'll
No,
make
we
up an
won't.
ending.
We'll make
'Cause
up an ending.
You don't find out.
Not beyond this.
And Vivian is leaving Robbie's cabin and sees Johnny and baby together.
Oh, in the light of the early morn. And of course, this bitch tattles.
The Housemans are having breakfast with Max, and he's talking about these wallets being stolen and that
Yep.
they think Johnny did it.
He was also at the Sheldrake.
And he has no alibi.
And yeah, and baby's like, no, he couldn't have done it.
How do you know?
I just know.
I just know.
I just know. I can't tell you why. And he's like,
And she's like, maybe it was the Schumachers. I saw
Right?
them with wallets. And
And
he's
they're
like,
like,
yeah, right. These old
baby, that is
people."
a very serious accusation. Just like the accusation
You
that they're
just
throwing down
made.
on Johnny. Okay.
Yes. So finally, Kellerman's about to fire him, and baby's finally like,
Okay,
I was
know
with
it
him all
was a-
night.
Yeah, I know that he couldn't have done it because he was with me all night. And
And it's
like,
like,
she looks right at dad and he's like, oh.
And then dad has a moment He's dealing with his
go,
little girl not being his little girl anymore.
He's got to go sit by the lake.
Yep,
and think
that's what
about
you do.
How Johnny Castle railed his little girl.
Mm-hmm. And baby comes to him and says she was telling the truth and she's sorry she lied to him, but he lied too.
Right, like you lied to me. You let me down too, Daddy.
You said everyone was alike and deserved a fair break, but you meant everyone who's like you.
Yep.
You want me to change the world and make it better, but like in a white way, basically, like in a really rich,
right, like
white
in
person kind of
upper
way,
middle class white person kind of way, respectable society kind of way.
And she tells him there's a lot of things about her that aren't what he thought, but if he loves her, he has to love all of her.
Right, and I'm part of this
Good
family
point.
too.
She walks off crying, and he has tears in his eyes.
Yep.
So she goes to sleep in Billy's bed, which not quite sure
like
how this happened. I guess.
Yeah, I guess she goes looking for Johnny because no one's around, so she's like waiting there.
Johnny's been looking all over
I've
for
been
her.
looking all over for you.
They found the
They
Schumachers.
did fingerprints.
They're
and
wanted
shit.
in multiple states.
Yep, they're on a crime spree.
They're friends with those money pit people. Remember that money pit couple?
Yes.
I feel like they're in the same crime ring with
they
the
do that
fucking money pit couple.
Same
Like,
money pit couple.
you
crime
get
ring.
houses and do this scam. We'll get wallets and fucking.
Right. You know, they just do it for fun because they're like on death's door.
Right. But he's still fired.
Right. I'm out, baby.
Because of baby.
Because of me. I did it for nothing.
But if I leave quietly, I get my bonus.
Right. Yeah.
So that night, he goes to her father.
Right. He's going to like, I'm leaving anyway.
But I want you to know baby's amazing.
Right. And he's like, he still thinks that he's the one that got Penny in trouble.
Yeah, I guess that's what you would see.
And he moved on to my innocent daughter.
Ugh.
Yeah, well, she's like the wind
He's getting ready to leave and
through my trees.
she rides the night next to me. If you guys didn't know, I don't know how you could not know this.
That's
but in this
Patrick.
scene, She's Like the Wind is Patrick Swayze, and there is a music video. You go right now to YouTube. You look up She's Like the Wind.
Lengthy saxophone solo.
What was it with saxophone in these days? I was listening to
Her body close to me.
number one fan Michael has his own podcast now, and he did an episode where he was talking about how many different 80s movies where they acted like playing the saxophone was a super cool, sexy thing to
It
do.
just
But
made
like,
the-
have
it
you
was-
ever met a saxophone player in real life that you were like, yeah?
Yes.
Don't
No,
know.
I don't
You
think
see
I've ever
that
met a
sax-
saxophone player.
I mean, I was in the band, and I can tell you, sorry if any of y'all are listening, but saxophone players were not especially
I knew
sexy.
somebody that played the sousaphone.
Not Tim Capullo from Lost Boys.
No, they did
No.
not look like the sax player
No.
in Lost Boys.
Well,
They did
that's the pinnacle. That's the goal. That's
I just have a note. So like they're talking and they're, oh, I'll never be sorry. Neither will I. They kiss. And then just a fool to believe. And then I wrote saxophone. Just a saxophone in the notes.
She's out of my league.
Oh. So then baby's looking off the porch wistfully as She's Like the Wind continues to play. And Lisa comes and offers to do her hair. And they have a little
Yeah.
sisterly moment.
I know they do. She's nice to her.
And then it's the final night.
Join hands and hearts and voices, voices, hearts and hands.
Calormets. You can hear Lisa
Yes,
off
you can.
key in the background and all of this.
I'm sorry, I wrote here. Oh, Lisa, bless her.
Yes.
And Robbie comes through, and the doc is like, "Here's your recommendation I
For
guess,
medical
for
school. And he's
medical
like, yeah,
school."
thanks for help with the Penny situation.
And he was like, "What?
And he's like, oh, I thought baby told you. Yeah, no, baby didn't. And why didn't baby tell him?
I know.
She knows her dad's all pissed because he thinks Johnny did all this, and she knows
you
who
could
did
say
it.
It was Robbie.
And should you not warn your father that the dude who's trying to fuck your daughter and who you're giving a rec to is like
Yeah,
a
is
gross ass disgusting man?
yes.
So yeah,
She
so,
should've told- well,
so he
he
rips
thought
up that fucking letter.
He's like,
You don't
no,
get
he
that
just
letter.
puts it back in his
Oh no,
pocket.
he puts it in
He's
his
like,
pocket.
That's why I
right.
thought it was a check. I didn't like because he didn't want to rip it. I don't know.
Yeah,
And
no,
he puts it back
just
in his pocket.
takes
He's like,
it
well,
back.
fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And
Max is up there getting all telling Tito it's all ending. The kids don't want to take
Right.
foxtrot lessons with their
nope,
parents.
They want to
You're
go
right.
to Europe. They want to go backpacking. They want to do. It's all ending now.
And baby's over there in the corner when Johnny comes in.
And says, nobody puts baby in a corner.
corner.
Like, yes, I do. You are a grown ass man.
She's my daughter. If I
Right?
want her to sit in the fucking corner,
I'm gonna
she's
put
on
her in the
timeout
fucking corner. Yeah, she's on timeout.
for this nonsense.
She has been running wild all over this fucking resort. She is sitting down tonight, sir.
And he takes her up to the stage and announces he always does the last dance of the season.
But this time,
Someone told him not to.
so he's gonna do it
His own way. With this girl who taught me to be the kind of person I want to be.
Yep.
Miss Frances Houseman.
Francis House.
And Dad goes to stop him, and Mom's like,
like,
sit
sit
down,
down.
Jake. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Mrs.
she's
Gilmore.
finally
That's
speaking-
Gilmore
oh,
Girls'
yeah,
grandma.
oh, yeah, that's right. And you know what? In the very beginning, she was the second mom. There was somebody else that was cast before her. And I guess in the very, very beginning, you only see the back of this woman's head, and she's blonde, and they don't bother switching her out because like she's barely
Oh, I
in
did
it.
not notice that.
I
I wrote, hell yeah, Nana Gilmore.
That's
That's not what they called her, but
Nana Gilmore.
I couldn't remember what her name was.
Nana Gilmore. Get him, girl.
And then
I had the time of my life.
and that swoon and that smile and
then
that
we have
fucking
the
armpit stroke.
and the-
I cried through this whole fucking scene.
I was like, I
just
was like
tears.
levitating.
I was like, yes, get your life. And even Lisa's into it. Mom's like, she gets it from me.
Doing the pas de bourrée, ronduchon.
He leaps off the stage.
Wow!
And comes back with the whole crew dancing.
Yeah. And she looks at him like, yep,
It's time.
It's time.
She hops
and they
off
lift
stage.
her off the stage and runs and
The lift.
she does it. The lift. It's perfect.
And the entertainment crew starts pulling guests up from their seats
Everybody's
to dance.
dancing.
Penny
The
thanks
old
Dr.
posh ladies are my
Houseman.
favorite.
Neil's dirty dancing with her mom.
I know.
Right?
He's giving her a little. And yeah, Penny comes out. Oh, well, first the doc, they're running off, and like the
Yeah,
doc
baby
comes
goes
up.
to leave with him, and Dad stops him.
He's like, I know it wasn't you that got Penny into trouble.
And when I'm wrong,
When I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong.
he didn't sound like Christopher Walken, but he does.
No,
now.
but he did. That was my Jerry Orbach, which sounds suspiciously like
And
Christopher Walken.
he tells baby she looked wonderful out there,
You looked wonderful out there, baby.
and they hug. And
I'm
then
thinking
that's
of
when
Jerry Orbach from fucking Murder, She Wrote.
oh, was he
He
in
was on
Murder,
a couple
She
of
Wrote?
those. Yeah, and he kind of sounded like that.
Like he was doing his Columbo impression.
God damn it!
Now you just did Columbo.
I was watching that earlier.
The little Jimmy Durante.
I was
Your little
with a
Jimmy Durante in there, yep.
cha-cha-cha-cha.
And so we
I don't
see
know,
as we
falling
close
apart.
out, Billy's teaching Lisa to dance. Mr. and
Everybody's
Mrs. Houseman are
dancing.
dancing. The
Everybody.
singular black couple who works at this facility. There's just the one, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, well, there was like the band leader.
Oh, besides
Tito.
but like in the rest
that
of the
were, like,
whole that
like
were in
the
attendance, that worked there, anybody.
Oh.
I think it was just the
Oh,
one.
oh,
black
were they
couple.
part of the dance?
They were in the entertainment.
Ah.
Yeah.
I think I saw them earlier.
So maybe it was a Jewish summer camp. I don't know.
I have no
Or
idea.
it was just
That-
the 60s.
That was the only thing that I could think of as to why the wigs were a
Yeah,
part of
okay.
the thing.
And it ends with this very tender kiss between Johnny and Baby and him
They slow it
lifting her
down.
into the air.
Had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you.
That little like, he looks like he's gonna headbutt her. Oh, so yes, I still loved this movie.
I
This movie
did.
holds up.
It had been a long time since I'd seen it, but I was still like,
It's got good messages. It's
yes.
pro-choice.
Yep.
It's anti-classism. Mm-hmm. And did they stay together? Probably not.
No,
but I
probably
feel
not.
like they kept in touch until she started the Peace Corps.
Maybe,
You know what I mean? Like,
maybe
there was no internet, so it was like
that's true. You'd have to write.
she would write letters. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
I feel like there was but then probably after
Well,
a couple
like,
months or a
he
year,
probably stayed at Kellerman's. Like
I would
because
imagine.
it seemed like it worked
well,
out
but he
well.
got fired. Well, I don't know. Maybe they unfired him after
Maybe
that
they
end
did
part
because everybody seemed to like all that.
Yeah, he
dance
wanted
and
the sheet
shit.
music to that.
What is this? What is this? This beloved film. Oh, it's considered the most Jewish film ever.
Is it really? Dirty
Apparently,
Dancing is.
according to Kveller.com.
Wow.
This beloved film, which some consider, in quotes, the most Jewish film ever, end quote, is in so many ways just what the doctor ordered. So yeah, I guess
Interesting.
that's the only, like I said, that's the only thing.
I mean,
can think of.
I gotta admit, I'm ignorant as hell. If you don't put a yarmulke on somebody,
I mean,
I don't see a Star of David or a
I
yarmulke
watch
in
a
sight.
lot
I did not know.
of those like matchmaker and like dating shows and like weird things like
And
that.
they talk
So,
about
like,
all
I
the
learn
customs and
about
traditions.
those things, and that's what one of the things was wearing wigs.
And the Catskills were big.
And the Catskills
that's
was a big
true.
place
Yeah,
for
like the-
vacationing there.
Well, because like I said, that was like the writer that was like her life. That was she would go to
Okay.
these things, and it was like a thing to do. And she came from a very liberal Jewish family.
Huh.
So
I learned
there you go.
something new today.
There you go,
Maybe
Nicole.
you did too. Did
Yeah, I
y'all
didn't
know?
know.
Let us know. Did y'all know this was one of the most Jewish films ever?
Some
I didn't
consider
know.
it to be.
So the Doom Biz, we moved it to the end.
Oh yeah, that's right. Now you can give it to him.
We don't have any yearbook reviews again, or yearbook signings again. But the Doom Biz. Follow us on Instagram,
Yes.
Doom Generation Pod. We are making videos over on TikTok, in the Instagram Reels, and YouTube Short. I'm putting videos
They're
anywhere I can
Fucking
put 'em.
everywhere, and they are amazing.
And if I'm gonna do the amount of work it takes
right
to
She's working
make
real
these
hard.
videos, I really wish that you guys would go watch and like
Mm-hmm.
and comment on these videos because I'm doing this for y'all.
Yep. Oh, and I would also really like whoever's given us the 1-star review, say something.
Right. So we've got like two 1-star
Just say some.
reviews and a 2-star review with no
That's
actual
it. I
review.
just want to know why. Just say something.
So like if you're not just a bitter Betty, if you're not just hating to hate because like whatever, you're mad we're cooler than you or whatever the fuck the case is, and you have a legit like complaint,
Right.
I'm not gonna solve the problem, but I would
No,
be
I
curious to
mean,
know what the problem is.
I might, depending on what the problem is, but I can't imagine it's going to be
Like
bad
if we
enough that I'm
did
gonna
something
fucking do
super offensive that nobody
Oh,
mentioned
yeah,
to
I
us,
would
and
like
you were
to
like,
know.
"Fuck this show," please let us know.
Yeah, like
we're
I
not
would like
trying
to
to
know
be
what that is.
offensive.
Yeah, no.
This is just how we
if
talk.
it's something like that, I would like to know.
yeah. But if it's just you're being a hater, well, then I guess we're never gonna fucking
Well,
know.
then you could just take a number and. with
I
the
wouldn't be
rest of the
surprised to
fucking
find out the
waiting for
people
me to
who
give a
left
shit.
the review never have listened.
That would be funny.
That they just
I mean,
are
either way, I
mad
would
'cause
just
of
like to
something
know,
else.
just because I like to know things. And
Maybe I
just,
pissed somebody
I
off.
just want to know. I just want to know. Did I make you mad? Did I say some?
Did I put too many titties in our videos?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you upset about all the titties?
All the titties on
I
your timeline?
refuse to apologize
The titty
for
line?
that shit. I refuse to apologize for titties. I never will. Never have, never will.
But if you want to make up for those 1-star reviews by supporting our podcast,
Oh, hey, you could always do that shit.
at patreon.com/Doom Generation. $2, $4, $10. Those are our tiers.
Yep.
What does that include? Go look. Patreon.com/Doom Generation. Go to our link tree on Instagram. Find our playlists on Spotify and Apple where we put the music. I believe they are now updated. I'm going to need to update them again next week, though.
Oh, yes.
Or no, tonight because or
Yes,
Demon Night is
Oh,
coming
yeah.
out, so we got it.
Oh,
Got to get that
Yeah, you
Demon,
gotta do
Demon
it.
Night
Gotta do it,
playlist on
gotta do
that.
it.
So yeah, so we've got that going on. We've got merch in that link tree.
Just everything.
All the things
Anything
are at
that you
that
might
link
need
tree.
to know or that you're,
Stickers and
wondering
magnets and
about.
Patreon. Oh my, go get it.
oh my, oh no.
And if you want to leave us a yearbook signing for us to read on the show, you can leave us a voicemail at 702-720-DOOM. You can text that number.
Yep.
You can send us an email at doomgenerationpodcast@gmail.com. Or you can just DM me and say, I want to do this as a yearbook signing. Here's my
Slide
message.
into those DMs.
And if you are another show or something, or you have something you want to shout out in that yearbook signing, you are welcome to do so. Say, this is so-and-so from the Whatcha What, and this is what I got to say.
What the what?
I mean, as long as you say something about us,
Well, yeah.
you can
I mean,
also
like,
say something about yourself.
Yeah, as long
We
as
want to
we're
know who
first.
you are. Anonymous voicemails are fine, but we would like it if you tell us who you are, just because.
Well, yeah, especially
we
if
can
they're really
thank you.
good.
Yeah, so
we
can
like to
thank
give you credit.
So I think we have covered Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, I hope you had the time of your life.
And if you haven't seen it, it's worth a go.
It
I mean,
really
I
is.
don't like romances and I don't like dramas, but like I love fucking Dirty Dancing.
I know.
This is not my kind of movie, and I still fucking
Well,
love
there's
it.
dancing, so you know
True.
I'm here for it. If
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
dancing, I'm
And
here
Patrick
for it.
Swayze shirtless.
Well, always.
Hello.
Hello.
And until next time.
Talk to you next time.
Later, Doomers.